let's make a granny square zip up. So I think I saved this a long time ago on YouTube, but this tutorial popped up and I was like, yeah. Also, I like went down a rabbit hole. No, I went down a rabbit hole of adding zippers to crochet and knit pieces. And so I was like on TikTok, and then I went to YouTube, and then on YouTube I found this. So let's make it. Disclaimer, I have already started it. I've been working for, I want to say 3 days on it, and I've made 7 squares, and then I have 2 more that need like the border. And yeah, let me tell you my process so far. I wrote down the pattern. I don't know, this is just something that I do because I don't like to watch videos. So I write down the pattern myself so I can refer back to it. Also, I speak in a weird lingo that like I only understand, and most of the time I don't understand it when I go back to it. But I'm sure you guys do have your own, you know, version of this too. But yes, also I've changed the pattern a little bit. I made the square a little smaller because I didn't even make the full square yet, and it was already too big, and I'm like, I'm gonna steam it, I'm gonna do this and the third. So I made the squares a little smaller so far, and hopefully I made the right choice because I've already made 9 kinda, and it needs a total of 28, but there's just no going back right now. Anyways, I got inspo from their zip up, the way that they did their squares, which were like irregular like rows. And so at first I was just grabbing, because I had like full bars of yarn that I'm using and I have scraps that I'm using, and so with the full balls I was just crocheting until I'm like, okay, I want to change the color. But then I'm like, that's just too much thinking on my end personally. Like, I just want to be not that head empty while I'm making this. So I've started making these tiny balls of all different sizes, and that's what I'm working with right now. This is my like 3rd time doing it, because at first I was making like actual balls and it would just hurt my hands so bad, like cramps. And then I like started to like, I wrapped them up, tied it, but I didn't like tie a knot in it, and this is what I have now. So now I have to re-separate all these colors to make them look like that, which I don't tie a knot in it, but I tie it within the yarn, if that makes sense. So now I'm just doing that with all of this, and then I will continue to crochet, and that's about it. They're solid granny squares, so it's taking a little while. I timed myself the other day, and it takes me 30 minutes to do one, and there's 7 rows in total. So I think it only takes me that long because of the color changes. That's definitely a thing. Also, I'm just hoping that crocheting the ends in as I go is good enough. I'm just not gonna go crazy when I wear it and hand wash it, because I'm not sewing in all those ends. Like, I'm not sewing in all those ends. I refuse. And yeah, so that's literally where I'm at now, just making squares. Actually, not even making squares yet, untangling yarn. My color palette, kinda, I was going for fall, and then I started grabbing like these colors, because I was like, oh, a pop of color is cute. And so it's just literally just, it's just anything. But yeah. Guys, I don't even know how long that took. I watched a whole Real Housewives of Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Anyways, I don't know why I was zooming in and out like that. But I watched a whole Real Housewives of Potomac season 3 reunion. The second part of the reunion. And they're all done. Hopefully the little tie that I did helps it stay untangled for like a little bit. Just a little bit. That's all I need. I'm going to eat and then I'm going to crochet for the rest of the night. It's rainy and gloomy outside, so it's literally the perfect crochet day. Sorry if you can hear my dad's truck or my projector. It's just background noise. It's just white noise in the background. Anyways, so last night I finished 4 more squares. So now I have a total of all 12 of my big squares done, which it's going to be like 3 on each side, 3 in the front, 3 in the back. And then the back also has, I think, 6 mini squares, but we're not doing that right now. We're working on the sleeves. And for the sleeves, I only did 5 rows, and then I'm going to do a border row, and I hope that's enough. I'm just thinking in my head, I'm steaming it, I'm steaming it, I'm steaming it. So that's what we're going to go with. Also, if it's not enough width-wise, I still have to do, like, the ribbing to put the zipper in. So I'm like, I'll just make a thicker ribbing, if anything, to make it have a little bit more length. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I need 8 of these, I think. I might end up doing an extra, but I also have to do ribbing for the cuff. I don't know. We're just gonna do those ones, do the border, and then like attach them with the stitch markers and then put it on the arm and see how it looks. Because, ooh, maybe I will, because extra too, because it's supposed to connect to these. But I didn't want to make those giant. Okay. Okay. Oopsies. But we're just going to do more. Yeah. I think. It was making sense in my head. Kinda. Not really. Let's just crochet and then figure it out together. I hope I fixed the... Come on, girl. I'm shutting the door again. Say bye. I hope I fixed the unfocusing and focusing and unfocusing thing. But who knows. Anyways, it's another gloomy day. So, another crochet day. I love it. I love it. Yesterday, I finished all of the... Okay. The pattern says 8 squares for the sleeves, but I'm doing mine like 3 rows shorter, so I think I'll need 10. So I did 8. I think I'm gonna put it together, like pin it together with safety pins, see how it looks, and then go from there. I could make the 2 hoodie squares and then the extra, I think 6 back panel squares. Yeah, actually, I think I should do that because I can't even put it together. At least I'll make the 6 back panel squares so I can put it together all the way and try to put it on like a jacket. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. Y'all, I really hope I don't have to add 2 more rows to these squares. Anyways, let's go. I only have 1 more. Yeah, I only have 1 more of these to crochet of the 4 row ones, but I literally almost just fell asleep because it's so gloomy outside and it's just like, take a nap. But you just don't even need to take a nap, like, anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna do that one and then try to motivate myself to put it all together and try it on. because I can't believe I just almost fell asleep. Why did I just, first of all, you're dying. Let me put the charger in you. But why did I just see that everything that I filmed yesterday is in slow motion? That's lovely. That's lovely. Basically, it was, I attached all the squares that I had together to see what else I needed to do. They ended up being a bit too small for my liking. I felt like it was going to be too tight even steaming it. So I took off the border that I had on my 12 big ones and added another round and then added a border. And I think for the sleeve, I'm going to add another border on the top two that are right here. Just another brown border. Or maybe I'll do black just to be different. But that was basically it. But I was like stressing out so bad because I didn't know what I was going to do. I was just going to add another border in a different color. But I didn't like any of the colors. But it's a new day. I still have to do borders for some of the big ones. I have to do the hood squares, which I don't even know how many rows those are. Probably like 12. And then sew it all together. My goal is to have it sewn together today. It's 12 o'clock. It can be done. It will be done. Guys, I have not been locking in like I need to. It's 3 o'clock and I still have, I think, 4 of the big squares where I need to do the border. I already did the extra border on the sleeves and like I tried it on and it was like good. Just like the 2 sleeves up to my shoulder, it was good. But it's because I don't have something that I'm watching right now, and then like I'll watch like 10 minutes of a YouTube video and then get bored of it. And like I would be like watching like Netflix documentaries right now, but like just not in the mood for that. I think I'm gonna try Real Housewives again because they've been popping up on my TikTok. Real Housewives of Atlanta to be specific. So I think we're gonna try that, and hopefully the drama locks me in. Don't want to lie right now. I'm just a little too lazy to get up and go to the normal setting that I sit in. So we're on my bed. But I did the border on all of them. But I don't think I'm gonna do the hood yet. I think I'm gonna sew them together because I'm just not motivated to do the hood. And I'm not really motivated to sew them together, but I need to get it done, so yeah. What else was I gonna say? I watched, I think it was literally 10 minutes of Real Housewives, and I was like, I don't want to watch that. And so I started watching T-pop, Thai pop music videos because, I don't know, it's because I'm watching Kim Jura right now, and I'm obsessed with King Hadid, and then he has music out, so I naturally just watch his OST music video, and then other music videos play after that. And so I was like, let me get into it, and I've been getting into it, and I'm like, this stuff is fire. So I made a playlist and I'm making, like, adding songs to it. Jeff will always be my fave Thai singer though. No offense, King. King is my husband, but Jeff is my boyfriend. Oh, I really started recording because it just dawned to me that I have to sew in. I just have to sew in the magic circle and the last little strand of yarn that's on the top of those, but I just realized that I had to do that before even sewing them together. So yeah, another reason why I'm not crocheting the hood yet. Maybe there won't be a hood. I don't know. I have to use all my energy to sew these ends and sew it together. I'm debating on crocheting it together, but I think it's gonna make it too thick for my liking, so I don't think I am, but I did not finish sewing them all together. Yo, can't even blame a girl. Kinda you can, but you can't. I got this far, which is literally just the back is all together, and then like the two front is all together. I added one. I pinned on the sleeve just to make sure that I needed 2, 4, 6 on each sleeve, and I was going to sew the sleeves together. Then I realized I only had 10 squares for the sleeves, and I needed 12. So I had to make 2 more of those, sew those ends in, and by the time it was 12, and it was just not happening. So, and mind you, I still haven't even made the hood. I'm at the point where is there going to be a hood? But let's continue sewing. Let's continue sewing. I really want to start knitting the ribbing. Just took me 40 minutes to sew this sleeve, but it's like, excuse me, it's so therapeutic, honestly. The needle just, I guess I'm doing a whip stitch, but 40 minutes. And then sew the other sleeve, then sew it together, and then sew the ends. And then knitting! Hopefully. I do have to do the hood. I'm gonna watch the video again. I haven't watched the video since I figured out how many squares I need, so. Honestly, could be sewing this all wrong, but I'm just, vibes. Everything is vibes, guys. Also, side note, I don't even know what time it is. I should really be doing timestamps. It's 1:17, okay? I keep opening TikTok, and usually I am not a TikTok girly. Like my TikTok algorithm, my TikTok FYP, you can say FYP page for your page. Anyways, my TikTok FYP was like so bad. Like it would literally just give me like random videos. Like it had nothing to do with my interests or the videos that I liked. So I would never go into it, and Instagram always be my girl. And Instagram always will be my girl because as soon as you like a video, you'll get hella of it, okay? But I've literally been on TikTok, and it's really brain rotting. It really is, because I'll finish sewing a line and then I'll be like, okay, time to get on TikTok. No. Anyways. It wasn't just this morning. It wasn't even morning. Anyways, you know, Slide to Me music video coming out. And apparently he was saying that he didn't have enough time to film the music video, which Choi-san also said that. But I just knew deep down that that was a lie. And I'm thankful that they're giving us breaks in between music videos, at least. Anyways, it is all sewn together. It is all sewn together. So, oh, trying it on with a long sleeve shirt is not the best. It looks so good. I think for sure I'm gonna have to make like squares that are like, I can't wait to block it, honestly. Make squares, probably like the sleeve side, to put one so I have pockets, because something about like a jacket with no pockets is just so despicable. Last night I was debating on just making the collar go from like around the neck to down, but I do think I'm gonna add the hood because I feel like it's needed. But what should I do first, y'all? Should I start knitting the cuff and then put the hood on? I haven't even made the hood squares. That's the problem. That's the issue. But I think I'm gonna make the hood squares first and then start knitting, so I just never have to sew it. Because you can add the knitting in without sewing it in, right? I don't know, and that's what we're gonna figure out. Yeah, let's do the hood. Also, I need to watch the video. I still haven't watched the video. Like, went back and make sure I was doing it right. Still haven't done that. So I'm gonna do that, and then yeah. It looks so good. It also is acrylic, so it is a bit, but I have to steam it, so it looks so good. Okay.
Later tonight, my sister is actually coming over to watch The Summer Turned Pretty, the last episode, the finale. I really cannot wait to find out what happens. But what a funny! I really love them two together. So, yeah.
Sorry if you can hear my projector. It is on right now, but I sewed the hood on. She's great. It was a little difficult figuring it out at first because I think in the tutorial they sewed the hood on before they sewed all the other pieces together, and I sewed everything on together first because I didn't know if I was going to do a hood, but I figured it out. I'm starting my ribbing. I'm just doing a 2x2 ribbing. I started on the bottom because it's the longest width and I want to get it done. Picking up the stitches, I felt like 6 years, but I didn't get really far because I was busy today and I just rearranged my room. Oh my god, let me show you. I'm wearing my crazy form socks. I'm going to now something very funny. When I was starting to pick up the stitches, I was like, why is this not working? Because I was literally trying to crochet. I was doing the crocheting action. Oh my god, I was literally trying to scoop, like, oh god, I'm so embarrassed. And I was like, wait a minute, this is like not knitting. Anyways. Will you need help?
I'll make a kite especially for me. Wait, ping pong. It's not that easy. It's not something just anyone can make. Why not? A kite needs skillful hands. Ping pong, I'm gonna get some more string. I'll be right back. Okay, don't be too long.
Can you see her? Look at my girl. Oh, she's so precious. Oh, it's zoomed in. Hey, y'all. It's Saturday. It's probably like 3 o'clock now. 3:04. Let me show you where I'm at right now. I did the ribbing for the bottom. That's done. And then I just picked up stitches for one of the sides, and I'm going to start doing that ribbing. I did 2x2 ribbing for this, and I think it's a little bit too spacious, but it wasn't so bad where I wanted to redo it all because I figured it was a little too spacious when I was like 6 rows in, and no, I was not going back because I'm trying to get this done tomorrow. So for this one, I did 1 row. You can't see it, but I did 1 by 1 ribbing for that one. This is how much of the cake that I have left, and I just found this one, and I already had this one because I was concerned that I was going to run out of yarn. Even though knitting uses way less yarn than crochet does, I was still concerned that I was going to run out of yarn. But now that I found this ball, I think I'm going to be good, because I was just going to do the cuff and the hood ribbing with another color if I did, because it would still go. But now that I have all that brown, I think I'm just going to keep it all brown. What else? Yeah, the project that I have planned for next week, I have to start it on Monday. I don't have to start it on Monday, but like I have to start it on Monday. So whether this gets done tomorrow is whether or not you'll see this video first or the other project that I have planned. So anyways, so I was going through my zippers that I have, and I have 3 sizes. I don't even know how many inches this one is, but I'm assuming it's like 7. So it honestly could work if I just closed up the bottom and made it like that. It could work. It'll be like not a quarter zip, but there's hoodies that are like that, which I really don't mind that. And then the other ones that I have are 30 inches, which is like, y'all, look at this. Look at this. 30 inches. I did, and then 28 inches. I don't know why I bought, like I said, I bought them when Joann's was closing, so I just bought them. I think these were like literally the last zippers that they had left, so I just got them. And I was not thinking, oh, who needs a 30-inch zipper? I was just thinking, it's a couple cents, I'm gonna get it. So that's lovely. So that's my option. It's either do that or wait to go to Michael's someday and get a zipper after I do all the ribbing. But we're gonna see. I kind of have to figure that out now, because if I decide to do this one, I won't have to do as much ribbing because I'll just sew the bottom. But I don't think I like that idea with ribbing going all the way down and this being right there. Yeah, no. I don't. So yeah, I'm probably going to go to Michael's and get another zipper when the time comes. Or I can just order it off of Amazon. That's always easier. And just get a bundle or something. I don't know, I'm just going to be knitting like crazy, because I've did everything that needed to be done today. Not really, but I'm going to say that I did. And yeah, so all I have left to do is crochet. It is Saturday, as I said before, which means new Kim Jura episode. And it's episode 11, and I'm so scared to watch it. I posted a video, and some people are like, you should be scared. And I'm like, please, guys, stop, please. I can't. Me and my sister started watching Revenge Love, and I think we made it to episode 8 last night, and it's so good. And like, I'm so happy that there's 24 episodes. Like, yes. Yes, thank you. That's a series. Yes, thank you. Another thing, this is just random, but knitting truly is a grandma activity. Like, every time I'm sitting there knitting, and it just like, because it's like mindless, so I don't really think, oh, I'm knitting. But when I like come back in the moment and I'm like watching myself knit, feeling myself knit, I'm like, I feel like a grandma. Like crochet, I feel like crochet is considered a grandma hobby, but like it's more so you're going to see like young people crocheting, like that's a young hobby. But like knitting, I feel like it's rare. It could just be me though. But it honestly is hard for me to find knitting influencers or like knitting YouTubers and stuff like that. But I do see like a couple of them pop up once or twice. But I probably won't update again until tomorrow, and hopefully okay, let's do a goal for today. I think honestly knitting doesn't take me that long. Like I could have finished the bottom yesterday, except we started watching the show and we watched it on my projector, which means the room has to be dark. So I can't see. And like, I'm not as good as with knitting without looking as I am with crocheting without looking. Like I can knit without looking for a little bit, but then I have to like make sure that I'm doing, you know, it right, especially with ribbing. I have to make sure, and when I'm watching a show that's in another language and I have to read the subtitles, I be counting and reading, watching, too much work. So I did like a row or two and then I was like, okay, no, it's too stressful. And so that didn't happen, but oh, I didn't say the goal. Honestly, I'm gonna say the goal is the 2 sides in 1 cuff, or the 2 sides in a hood, starting the hood, but both sides done for sure. And if all, no, I was gonna say if all else fails, I'll do buttons if I don't get a zipper, but I don't want to button it. I want to zip it. But hey guys, I don't know if I filmed yesterday. I don't know the last thing I filmed for this, but I finished the ribbing for both sides. Cute, cute. The ribbing for the bottom. Cute, cute. The ribbing for the hood. Amazing. And I started the ribbing for the cuffs and I started knitting it, but like, I don't know how people knit. I don't know how you, maybe my knitting needles are too long, and then I tried to do double pointed, double ended, double whatever they're called, and it was just not working. And so I'm doing a crochet. I could have looked it up, but if I don't get something as soon as I do it the first time, I don't do it anymore. So I'm crocheting the cuff and I've almost finished the first one, and I honestly can take the time to do the second one, but it is Monday. So it's Monday. It's like 3 p.m. on Monday, guys. I already spent so much time. I didn't even spend so much time. It's just that when I did the first round and I was like halfway through, the cuff was still ginormous, so I had to like do more slip stitches. A whole thing. I should do that other cuff because then it'll be done and I don't have to worry about it again. But I really want to start the new project. I'm gonna finish it. This video probably still will come out after the one that I'm about to start filming, but yeah. Guys, it's literally 30 years later. I finished this so long ago, but I literally just haven't recorded an outro. And I didn't add pockets, like I said, like I've been said I was going to. I still am, maybe in the future, but anyways. So I did add the zipper, one of the smaller zippers, and so in the bottom, so it's like a really long quarter zip, a non-quarter zip. I really like goofy, like an egg. I love it so much. Ah, it's so cute. It's just missing pockets. That's literally it. But I randomly just started it, and you know, that's what you have to do sometimes. You have to start something so you can finish it. So that's what I did, and look how cute it came out. I do recommend you guys to go watch this video and follow this tutorial because you can make something so super cute. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you want to subscribe, like if you want to like, comment if you want to comment, and don't if you don't, and stay tuned for my next video.